Hey everyone, it's Ark here, and I am going to be loading up the game to show you a build that I've worked on, and I've kind of shown off in Discord before, but I wanted to do a video actually dedicated to it. I've polished it up, and we're gonna see how my new computer handles recording this whole thing. So let's consider this a take two. I just got this, it was a kind of a serendipitous thing that happened. Kind of sucked, but it was, it was bound to happen one day. About a couple of days after I finished that first video, I woke up and my laptop's battery had expanded. It swelled and got all huge, and at least it didn't blow up and cause my apartment to set on fire. But needless to say, I could either replace the battery and go on with the old computer, or I could spend a little bit more dough and get a new one. And I figured since 76 is coming out, I'm gonna need a better rig anyway. That was kind of a sign that it needed to happen. So we got ourselves a Acer Nitro 5. And it seems to be running a lot better. There's definitely not as much loud noise, not as much lag. It's pretty awesome. So we're gonna use it to take a tour of. A little pan over here, we can see it. Ba-ba-da-ba. Our Culdesac bar. This is kind of one of my favorite build circles of Fallout, is this little cul-de-sac, and I'm definitely going to build it up over my playthrough, or over this playthrough. But I decided to develop the east end first, and we made it a kind of a bar and grill, maybe, and a place where you can see a show, the Culdesac Blues and Brews. And I kind of pictured this place a little bit like the, like the third rail over there in Good Neighbor. Maybe Magnolia can come up here when she does her tours of the Commonwealth, sing us a couple songs. But this is the neighborhood hangout, the Cul-de-sac. And we're going to take a tour of it. There's two parts of it. We've got the interior and the exterior. And I think what I'll do is I'll show you the interior first. Like we'll start in and make our way out. So why don't we do that? And I kind of made it like the interior is a little bit more family orientated, and the exterior is a little bit more where the adults hang out. Maybe that's why it's so crowded right now, as you can see. But here's our interior. We got the Ghoul Mater D here. He's, I kind of consider this guy the owner. He's got the captain's hat on him. He's got kind of a uniform, on him. So he's, I want to find him a tuxedo to give him, but I haven't found a tuxedo yet. So second I get a tuxedo, he'll be wearing the captain's hat and the tuxedo. We have the menu up here, and I kind of pictured this place more like a diner. That's why I picked out, there was a couple different options for menus, but I picked out just the classic cheeseburgers, potato fries, of course, and Mirelurk burger. Yum, yum, yum. And of course, breakfast anytime. Any restaurant worth its salt serves breakfast anytime. So here's the kind of waiting room area. You got the airplane seat there from some poor airplane that crashed when the nukes went off. We salvaged that for our room. And we'll go up here first. This is the entry point. Back there is kind of part the adult section too. So we'll go up here to the upstairs. We've got obviously just a little alcove here, another seating, but this is the big family dining room area. I've put all these down using OCD Decorator and Awesome Mod, but this is kind of like, I pictured more of like the Applebee's kind of type area, where, or the TGI Fridays type. restaurant feel. I used the red barn walls. We got some Minutemen propaganda up, and we even have a cash register sitting up here, kind of like, it reminds me of, when you go to Outback or one of those restaurants, they always have those standing registers everywhere. So that's why I put one here. And of course, the kids are still free to maybe come over here and watch the show. There's a little dance floor here. So maybe that can be for the before 11 p.m. shows. But this is our little Applebee's type area is in here. In this room is where I have the headquarters or the home base for Mr. Mater D down here. And I kind of made him a little bit of I think he does his research, so I gave him a lot of books. He's got, maybe a lot of cookbooks, a lot of business books. He's got the barter bobblehead. He's a real savvy business guy. That's why he has a working computer, one of the few in the settlement right now, so he can keep track of his inventory and his payroll. And I kind of think this guy's a real savvy businessman. So he's got his Boston Bugles, holotapes. He's all set. He's set for business. So this is his little house. Dog Meat, I thought I told you to stay somewhere. That's okay. Alright, so that's our the family kind of area of the restaurant is these two rooms. And then we're gonna go to the adult entrance, and I'm thinking of putting a bouncer right here, like maybe some type of security guard or bouncer here, but I didn't want it to get too cluttered with people because it's already, a lot of people are coming, so. But this is the adult entrance here. Maybe I should put a bouncer there, give me your ID. If they even still have that anymore, probably not. But we have the bar here, and everyone is... Oh, the bartenders are merging and stuff. Anyway. Yeah. Oh, they're over-talking me. You guys are rude. Okay, well, this ghoul's the bartender. He's got another menu up here. And I kind of pictured this guy as a bit of an experimenter, kind of a mixologist. That's why he's got, over here is his mixology station. He's got a Bunsen burner, some purified water and hub flowers to maybe make a adventuring, curious wastelander or something special, like a flaming moe or something like that. And of course, he's got all of his sundries, everything, anything he could possibly need in there. Sturgis is here cluttering up the place. Oh, good for you, Sturgis. Good for you. Here we have kind of a jukebox dance floor area, one of them. You can obviously dance somewhere else, but here is another place. I kind of always thought that these floors looked like dance floors. Maybe that's just me. But, and then we also have, every single table has its own drink set out. All the adults are indulging in some beverages. We've got shot glasses and rum and Nuka-Cola to mix them. I'm a big fan of, rum and Nuka-Cola myself. And in here is actually the kitchen for the whole restaurant. I tried to find a chimney, but I thought that this kind of looked good enough as a chimney. Maybe the smoke can go out of there. But this is our kitchen. And our chef, it appears, is not at this station. This is actually a workstation. There's usually a guy here. But this is actually a workstation. You can come and harvest food from it. It's a mod called Northland Diggers, and it's one of my absolute favorites. Even if they weren't functional, they're still just cool decorations. But that's his workstation here, where he gets all of his cooking done. He's got a sink. And then I actually sorted all of these the different things in here. Like the first shelf is fruit, the second shelf is munchies and water, the third shelf is some more munchies and liquor, and the last two shelves are all pots and pans. And I kept the meat in the non-functional fridge, you know, but still, logic says meat goes in fridge. So, even though, ooh, that's violating the health code right there, I'm ashamed of myself. We shouldn't have raw meat dripping onto raw potatoes. That's a no-no. Oh well, I guess the health code probably got blown up with the rest of them. So that's the kitchen in here. He's got his cookbooks up here, maybe a picture or two of his home. Kind of picture a lot of the people that come from Sanctuary come from all over the Commonwealth. They don't just live in the near area, you know, they're hearing about the tales of the Minutemen and coming our way. So this is our kitchen. And then the last part of the build is, of course, the stage. This is where you're going to catch your shows. And this is kind of my favorite part, you know. I love going to bars and or anywhere really and seeing a show, you know, seeing someone sing, seeing someone perform music. So I wanted to incorporate that into my build here at Sanctuary. I think it would really help morale, and maybe we can even have karaoke nights, but we'll step up here and kind of take a look at what's up here. So I used these wall lights because I just think they look kind of theater-y all around. And we got the mic, and then these are actually like consoles, but I thought that they kind of looked like, you know, production or mixing stations. And we've got, of course, the backdrop of beautiful Boston, or beautiful Commonwealth, I think this is. So when you look down here, it kind of looks like she's singing against the skyline of the city. So yeah, and oh yeah, that's right. This little alcove here. I guess there is one more thing. In here, this is the VIP room. This is where you're gonna take your gal out for that first date on the Commonwealth. This is where Sturgis is gonna take Kate out to impress her. That's a callback to my last video, but yeah, this is kind of the romantic place. I put candles up, you know, we've got the plants, you know, very, very extravagant here in the Commonwealth. And those are all silver forks. I didn't have enough silver plates, but when I do, I'll replace them. And yeah, and when you look out here, you got the perfect view of the stage, so you can take your lucky guy or gal, lucky vault boy or vault girl out and catch a show at the Culdesac Blues and Brew, which I had a lot of fun building. It didn't take me that long, but it was just a fun build. This is the kind of stuff I really like to do. Is really personalize things, you know, give each slot a story, you know, like this guy being a mixologist. That's why I put these lab scales back there. You know, I like to think about what each one would have. Or the our owner of the bar being kind of a guy that would read Harper's Magazine and Wall Street Journal and stuff, you know, so that's why he's got all the books up there. So yeah, that's my favorite part of building. It's kind of coming up with a story. And anyway, I'm glad that I got to show it off to you guys. Thanks a lot to Bones, Nasty Bones 3D, for helping me out with my intro. And I will see you guys next time. Hopefully I'll have a little bit more of Sanctuary built out. I think I'm gonna start working on either a public library or a hospital. I haven't decided yet. I kind of wanted to add a little bit of government here in Sanctuary. So we're either going to do a library or a hospital next. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for checking out my builds. I hope you all have a fantastic day.